You know you can lose $50 million in crypto like this? Just ask this famous sports star. That article, what is Gemini doing with DCG? And what is going on with the B of A Ripple announcement here? Very interesting. And of course, we see NFTs fall apart, but Solana and Coke are getting together. Very interesting. All next on OG Crypto and NFTs. Welcome everyone. My name is Troy, and every day, Monday through Friday, we go over the latest news in digital assets, blockchain technology, and non-fungible tokens, which are NFTs. Now, before we jump into it, do me a favor, hit that like button. I want to get this channel up because I'm going to give you the best 5 to 10 minutes in the crypto industry. Now, can you guys guess? Come on, guess who lost $50 million and you wouldn't even think twice about it? Yes, let's go check the article out. Wow, Tom Brady and Giselle lost nearly $50 million in FTX stock after crypto collapse report. Now, I also know that he kind of pitched it as well, and there's actually a video out there in which Tom Brady's talking to Sam Bankman-Fried, and Sam Bankman-Fried just walks away from him, and Tom's like, what the hell's going on? Well, that seems to be what happened to Tom's money. It just walked away when you actually met Sam Bankman-Fried. In fact, not only you, but a lot of other people did exactly the same thing. This is a complete nightmare. Can you imagine, you know, you're a sports star and you're getting all these endorsements, you're getting these commercials from Nike and Gatorade and yada, yada here and there, you know, pizza places. And then here comes FTX and he's a darling on Wall Street. Everyone's kissing his A. And then you get a commercial going. He probably pays you a little bit, but he'll throw some stock your way. And all of a sudden you're caught up in lawsuits and losing $50 million. This is crypto at its finest, huh? Next. Gemini files lawsuit against DCG Group and Barry Silbert over Genesis and Earn program. So let's back this up. So back in, I don't know, October-ish, November-ish, the Earn program was that Gemini took ETH and then gave it over to Barry Silbert and the DCG Group, and then they would earn money off of that. So they would earn it over and over. Well, back in November, all of a sudden, Gemini said, hey, we want to go pull that money back. Everything's collapsing. FTX is collapsing. We saw all the nightmares from BlockFi, Voyager, all the way to Three Arrows Capital, to, you know, all the mess that went on. We're scared that you're do the same thing. You took our clients' money and then you invested it somewhere else and didn't keep it on your platform and let it get staked. Well, we find out that's exactly what happened. So they got in a big fight back and forth, Barry Silbert and the Winklevoss twins, in January, calling each other out, calling names, and Barry Silbert said, hey, your stuff is good, but our contract ends in June, at the end of June. Well, contract ended a couple weeks ago, and of course, the money's all gone. In fact, what the Winklevoss twins said that that DCG was already insolvent way back in January. They want to recover just some of their clients' funds. Now today, it looks like they're not going to get any funds. It looks like Gemini went ahead, they sued because they just can't get them off the schneid, if I want to call it, off their butts. And so I think what's going to happen here, and I'm pretty certain we're going to see the Winklevoss twins and Gemini put DCG into bankruptcy. And I think that's the next step. Barry Silbert, who again was a darling with Alex Mashinsky and Do Kwon, all these people, beginning of 2021 and 2022, everyone kept kissing their ass. And where are they all at now? They're just like cockroaches, except they got exterminated. All right, jump to the next one. Crypto exchange Binance hit by executive exodus. This is kind of a crazy article here. There's a lot of executives out there in Binance that just said, hey, we're out of here, we're leaving. And it's kind of crazy. They just did it all at once. There is a rumor going around that the federal government, the feds came in and put a lot of pressure on them. Hey, we're going to go take in and we're going to investigate your background. We're going to look at your crypto holdings. We're going to check your taxes. And they said, hey, without doing any of that, we're out of here. We're going to check your cocaine intake. Oh, that's sorry. I mean, that was Biden's thing. All right. Let's go back. No. We're only this. One of the people, so when they were pressed just today about why they left, everyone's just giving a, one guy said, and I know that Emi doesn't know this, one guy said he hadn't done enough chores around the house and his wife was on him. That's why he quit. You got it. Crypto is always out there and having fun. Well, let's go move on. Guys, hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. We're going to give you the best news, and this is just in from Wellwire off of Twitter. It says, just in, top 4 executives at Coinbase, including CEO Brian Armstrong, have dumped massive amounts of shares of Coinbase. Wow. This is what I suspected happened, and you can see the setup from miles away. Every time they make you look over here, guess what? Everything's happening over there. They're just trying to fool you. We just saw this whole mass, FOMO into the EFT market from BlackRock, and I mean, just name it over and over. Vanguard, they all kind of jumped in and wanted to do a Bitcoin ETF. And everyone got excited. I know that a lot of people go, oh, I need to buy Coinbase. They all connected their custodian to Coinbase. And they went, oh, we want to buy Coinbase. Coinbase shares went up. Everyone's kind of thinking, well, if BlackRock went in and they're the puppet master of Gary Gensler, he's going to approve it sooner or later, probably sooner than later. And so we think, okay, he'll probably back off the Coinbase lawsuit. He'll come in, do the ETF, and boom, hit the ground running, and it will be a crypto FOMO moment. We're in a bull market. Guys, far, far from the truth. We just saw it today. Imagine you have Brian Armstrong, Paul Grunwald, who's the head of their law firm, their lawyer, in-house lawyer. Then they had Jennifer Jones, their CAO. All of them just hemorrhaging and dumping tons, 100,000 plus shares of Coinbase. Why would you do that? So my suspecting is that this was never going to come to fruition. They were probably dumping it because they knew that the SEC is never going to do an ETF at this moment. So you had a bunch of people FOMO into Bitcoin, a bunch of people FOMO into Coinbase, right? And then what happened? Here comes all the shorters shorting Coinbase and shorting Bitcoin all the way down. And that's exactly what happened. Bitcoin dropped about 4%. Coinbase was closing in on $80 a share. It's probably down into the early 70s. It's probably taken a good 8% hit. This is what we continue seeing happening, out there. You cannot buy the news. This is not a macro industry. If you want to go do that on the New York Stock Exchange, the S&P 500, it's a little more stable over there, but in crypto, it's volatile. They'll lie, they'll manipulate. They will do what they can to look at dumb money. And anyone watching me right now, they consider you dumb money. You are retail, and this is exactly what happened. This is ridiculous. Again, the liars lie just to make money at any cost. All right, let's jump into some really good news. This came out today. I saw it on Twitter, and here it is on Coinpedia. Ripple XRP news. Bank of America executive recognizes Ripple's XRP potential in payments. They came out extremely bullish. Now, we've known this now for about 3 or 4 years. Bank of America came out and said they're very bullish on Ripple and XRP and the ODL, that product. We also heard Brad Garlinghouse say it last year in November that, we didn't hear Brad Garlinghouse say it. At the Ripple Swell event, we heard several people say that Brad had said it, so it was a hearsay. that he was very excited about a lot of their partnerships, and that he mentioned Bank of America specifically, and Bank of America was there, by the way, at the Ripple Swell event. Now we're starting to see this come out. You know, this is right ahead of FedNow. I'm thinking that it's being talked about for a reason. FedNow is a domestic 24-hour, 365 instant payment. Again, domestically. Now, they're using a private ledger. We don't know which one, XLM, XRPL. We don't know which one they're using. But if you look at the partnerships out there, especially the big partnerships with Volante, Finastra, ACI Worldwide, and Ripple, are all partnered with the Fed, and those are all deep ties into Ripple XRP. So I don't think initially that XRP and Ripple are going to be involved, but I definitely think that as this expands and ISO 2022 messaging expands all over the world, which is going to have to be done before 2025 or at 2025, then we're going to see cross-border payments. And as CBDCs get popular, this is where Ripple and XRP steps in. This is massive news, massive news. All right, guys, let's jump into NFTs. We're going to go over a couple of things here. Now, Emi says that she does not want to jump on here because she's drinking Pepsi. I told her Coca-Cola is my choice and Solana is definitely not my choice. But here it is. Coca-Cola and Solana NFT platform team up in Serbia. They're going after concerts. So what they're doing is they're doing NFTs. And as a concert goer, you show up and they're doing what's called, Magic Mirror. Okay. So Magic Mirror. So you walk in there and they'll dress you up with something on it. They'll shoot the photo. It turns into an NFT. You're happy. This is going to be pretty cool. This deal will be available through July 6th through July 9th at the Exit Festival. It's a yearly event in Novi Sad, Siberia. No, you couldn't have done it in a better place, could you? Come on, people. Why aren't we doing it somewhere in Spain where Solana has their yearly conference, or somewhere in the United States? I think that since Solana was mentioned as a security, I think we're kind of keeping it away. But what it did do today was pump Solana last couple of days. But when I saw it happen in Serbia, I think it's literally buy the rumor, sell the news. I don't think this is any newsworthy stuff. But one thing Solana does really well is they put out news articles to get retail to buy in, and then their VCs dump all over you. They look at retail as dumb exit liquidity. All right, what is happening with blue chips on Ethereum? We continue to see it just go down. If you check us out on TikTok, you're going to see blue chip roundup. Please check us out over there. See us. Yuga Labs plans to restore Spark around its NFTs. You got it. Yuga Labs has got to do something here. They're just falling apart. We just saw the Bored Ape Yacht Club went from 150 and 9 months later down to under 30. This is tragic. Tragic. This community is strong. The problem is that when people need money, they sell, and they're not community driven. They are money driven. And I know that that's a lot going on to tell people that they can't sell their NFTs or the community's stronger. But I always thought the Bored Ape Yacht Club, BAYC, was stronger than that. People would keep it through thick or thin, because just like with anything, it goes all the way to 150 ETH, it'll go all the way down to 30 ETH, and it goes all the way back up to 80 ETH, right? You have to take a look at it that way. But if you're selling now, like Justin Bieber did, my God, what a fool that kid is. All right, well, guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I know that you have plenty of things to do. Weekend's coming in hot. We want to see that this market completely changes on a day-to-day basis. If you're holding Bitcoin, like I've said, if you're looking at hold it for a long term, do it. It's going to be something fantastic in the future. If you're day trading it, I'm going to church for you. Take care.